Hello, my peepers. Welcome to a new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. So this week we are working in Jasmine Beckett Griffith Halloween, and it is Anne Hatfield's week, and you can find her on YouTube under Anne Hatfield, and we are working on Voodoo in the Bayou. So I think first I'm going to do her skin. And we will use my Prismacolors. And I'm looking for, I don't know, just bear with me for a few minutes so I can find what I want. Beige, peach, rose. Okay. Do I want this color? Sure. So this is beige sienna. Very lightly putting it down. I still have to color Autumn. That was last week's picture. As you all know, I was on vacation. I went to a cross-stitch retreat in Myrtle Beach. I got a ton of stitching done. My eyes cooperated. And I got my stitching bug back. I'm doing a very light layer of this. So, let's see, what can we talk about? Well, we'll start with when I left for my trip. I did not have to babysit that Friday that I was leaving. Amber had a friend that had spent the night Thursday night. And so she was watching the kids. So I just sat and watched TV all day because I had already had everything packed Thursday night. So I didn't have anything to pack Friday. So I just sat and watched a bunch of General Hospital episodes. And I didn't have to meet my friend until 9 p.m. that night. Scott took me to the mall to meet my friend out in the mall parking lot. Dylan rode along so that Scott would have someone on the way back. So my friend actually got there before I did, which is unusual. Usually I'm there first. Okay. Okay, there's that color. This is color Nectar. Just another really light layer over that. Anyways, so like I said, we got there, unloaded the truck, got it into her. She rented an SUV, good size SUV. What was it? GMC or Chevy Traverse, something like that. So Scott told my friend Lori that he would give her $20 to not bring me back. And Dylan says, I'll do one better. I'll give you 50. And then he said, never mind, you have to bring her back. She babysits the boys. That's how my trip started out. So we had to meet Teresa and Shar in Statesville. I believe that was in North Carolina. I don't remember. Don't want too much for pink in here. So we met them at a Cracker Barrel. For breakfast. And I had their breakfast parfait thing because I was trying to be good. Even on vacation, I was trying to be good. Oh, let's do her eyes on the brown. Do the pupils black. Gotta do these black. So then once we had breakfast, then we headed to Manning in South Carolina. because we always stay at the Hampton Inn there for a couple days because we visit with Amy and Ray. Amy is the one who owns down Sunshine Lane cross-stitch online store, and she is the one that puts on the retreat. So we always hang out. Why is this not sharpening? We always hang out at their house for a couple days. Cross stitch in her house for a couple of days. And help her get ready, getting things together for the retreat. And we shop in her little store that's in her house. It's an online store, but we're allowed to go in her room. And I had to get things together for the grab bag. So we all helped do that. Let's see, what color do I want her hair? Let's do dark umber. First, let's find a lighter brown and just do some little bit of some so we cross stitched there, and Monday morning we got up, went to their house to help load up to head to Myrtle Beach. Now, the place we stay at in Myrtle Beach used to be called the Spring Maid. But they sold it 2 years ago to Hilton. Now, it had been there for many, many, many years as Spring Maid. I don't know why they sold it, but they did, to the Hiltons. So it's now called Doubletree Inn by Hilton. So when we got in the area, we had met. Well, we went for lunch because we knew we wouldn't be able to get into our rooms yet. So we went to McAllister's. I got me a salad, grilled chicken salad. And Myra, who was to be my roommate, we wanted her to meet us for lunch, but she wasn't feeling up to it. She had gotten in our room. She got in our room around noon. So my salad was huge. So I took half of it and had it boxed up, because I planned on eating a lot of my meals in the room so that I didn't spend a lot on food. So anyways, we leave McAllister's and go to the resort. And Amy and Ray and the rest were told that they couldn't get in early in their rooms. They weren't ready. Now, usually you can go in your rooms at 2 o'clock. So, Myra says she kept the luggage cart up in our room because they were very hard to find, so that I could unload my stuff from Lori's car, and then Lori and them could all use the luggage cart to unload their vehicles. Well, Amy and Ray and Lori and Shar and all them were told that their rooms were not ready. So I told Myra we were there, so she came down with the cart, and I loaded up my stuff to put in our room. So we did that, and then kept the cart for the rest of them when they could get into their room. So I ended up unpacking everything. Myra was hurting because she unloaded by herself, which she shouldn't have. She should have waited for us. So she didn't want to go anywhere for dinner, and I said that's fine. So we ordered room service, which was very expensive. And I don't think the other ones got in their room until 5 or 6 o'clock. They were not happy. Not happy at all. And the retreat's not starting till Wednesday. We can't get into the conference room until Wednesday. Conference room is open Wednesday through Saturday night from 8 or 9 a.m. until midnight. We can all sit in there and cross stitch, yep. So Tuesday, Myra and I cross stitch in our room, and we went out for lunch at Tofino's, which is a Italian bakery and deli. So we had ordered sandwiches, and they came with chips. Very, very good food. It's small in there, but very open. Big windows. I ate half my sandwich because I had a spicy sandwich. I had a buffalo chicken type sandwich. Very, very good. But I have issues with my stomach, and I get diarrhea really easily. I know, TMI. But it will explain to you why I ate the way I did all week. So because Monday night I had a hamburger and French fries. That's what was delivered to our room, and I do not eat the fried foods anymore like that, so the French fries did not agree with me. So I was playing it safe the rest of the week. So I ate half and took it back to the room. And we planned on, and she only ate half, so we only, and I still had half a salad. So that's what we planned on having for dinner, was our leftovers. Hold on. Never mind, I'm not answering my phone. I'm doing a video, they can call back. I don't know who it was, but I'm not answering it. So we, like I said, we had that for dinner. Because Myra had driven there, so she had a car. So we stitched. It was very sad that they never had the pier fixed that was ruined in the hurricane last year. It's the biggest pier down there in Myrtle Beach. That's the Sea Mist. I mean, Spring Maid. The Spring Maid was known for the pier. Okay, I'm going to add some black into her hair. Kind of darken that brown a little bit. So Wednesday started the retreat. So I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen. I see them once a year when I go on this retreat. And if you remember, I did not get to go last year because I had lost my job last summer. I didn't have the money. And Amber had started a new job and couldn't take time off to watch the boy. So I didn't get to go. So it was good to see everybody. I have to tell you the big thing that happened Monday night. Okay, now Myra used to room with Lynn. And Lynn passed away last year at Thanksgiving time. She had cancer. So Myra was afraid to be in the room alone by herself. She didn't think she'd be able to handle it. Her and Lynn had been friends for 30 years. And so Myra had asked at the beginning of the year if anybody would room with her. And because there was 5 of us that would be sharing 2 rooms, I said that I would share with her. This way everybody would have their own bed. Now, I've known these women for almost 20 years. We all chat online and all that good stuff. So Monday night we were sitting there eating our supper, and we were having a good time and laughing and telling jokes. Now Myra's 68. She is retired. And she is a blast. She can tell you kinds of stories. She was a wild woman when she was young. So we're laughing and stuff, and she says to me, I'm glad we're rooming this year. She says, I've had so much fun with you already. We're already laughing. She says, this is as much fun as rooming with Lynn. Well, as soon as she says that, our room phone, the speaker on it goes off with the dial tone. So Myra gets up and turns it off, and I laugh, and I said, that was Lynn. And Myra sits down. Yeah, Myra sits down. I said, that was Lynn. You know, we had a little laugh about it, and it goes off again. So I go and I turn it off again, and I sit down, and it goes off again. So we unplugged the phone for the rest of the week. And we think that it was Lynn letting us know that she was there with us. Okay, what do you think so far? Do you think I need to do a little blending of her skin? Or something with the eyeshadow. So we had a really good time all week. Got a lot of cross stitching. The only thing is, I would not recommend staying there. Let's just say we had a ton of problems. We were on the second floor. Myra and I were on the second floor. We were right across, our room was right across from the elevator, so we never had to go far. Which Myra needed because she can't get around very good. Amy, Ray, and Shar, Lori, Teresa, all them were on the first floor. They didn't get maid service. They had an awful time all week trying to get maid service. Now, Myra and I never had an issue. They came every day, took our dirty towels, replaced them. They made our bed every day. Not an issue. They had issues. So, we never had any issues with the conference room. Thank God. Let's see. But, Amy and Ray said that, hey, enough! comes home and she's acting like this. Stop it! It's Justin! Stop it! Stop it!
What's wrong with you?
I'm making a video. I don't know what her problem is. Go lay down. You're being naughty. Where was I? Oh yeah, they never had room service. They never saw a maid. The maid never came and took the dirty towels all week. They would have to call down to have towels sent. So they had a lot of problems with room service. What are you doing?
Getting something to drink?
So yeah, no room service all week. So I don't know what I want to do here. So that's how they were treated all week. So I don't recommend staying there. Then, I know I should tell more stories, but just did a lot of cross stitching. Also, they were charging Amy $300 a day to use the microphone. So she only asked for the microphone for Friday and Saturday. They brought it Thursday night and tried to charge her for it. I mean, they already get a ton of money for the convention room, plus the conference room. Plus they try to they charge per table that's used and chair. So we had a Thursday night, did a lot of coloring. I never pulled out my coloring, by the way. I took this book with me with the colored pencils. And when Monday night, I watched some YouTube videos, and I think I watched some Tuesday night, and then I never pulled out my laptop again. We do grab bags. You have to fill it with 12 items. It used to be you just filled it with any 12 items. Most has to be cross-stitch related. But now there's a theme for each item. There's a, like, something shiny, something sharp, something sweet, a container, things like that. 8 of the 12 items have to be cross-stitch items. The other 4 can just be something cute. So that was fun. It's always fun because they have a fun way of doing the grab bags, and you don't know what's in it. You're only going by what the container looks like. It's a lot of fun. That was Friday night. Saturday night is the door prizes and giveaways. Which that's fun. But in Thursday night, we went to my favorite restaurant down there, which is Krabby Mike's. And it has 150 items on the buffet. And it's not just seafood. It's got ham and roast beef, chicken, crab legs, all you can eat, which is mostly all I had was crab legs. And I was really good and had hardly no butter. I didn't even finish the little container of butter because sometimes butter, it's just fat, and I wanted to be careful with my stomach. So I was really good. Plus, Myra had taken me to Walmart, and I picked up some turkey breast and some cheese and Triscuits and some watermelon. I ate apples with peanut butter every morning for breakfast and never had a stomach issue in the mornings. Okay, so that's part of her legs in the water. I love crabby mics. The one thing that I did not do this year that I always do is I did not go shopping. I did not go to Broadway at the beach. I did not go to North Myrtle Beach to Barefoot Landing. I didn't even get the boys' souvenirs. I did do some shopping. We had cross-stitch vendors there with their patterns and material and stuff. So I did buy stuff that way. They had them set up right in the conference center. So I bought a few patterns. And I will show those on Sunday. I want to start doing my floss tube videos again. And I will show you on Sunday what I was cross-stitching. I only took one project with me. I did walk the beach almost every day. What are we at? 43 minutes. Okay. I walked the beach almost every day. Now, I used to walk the beach for an hour. All the other years I've gone. I walked for an hour. I couldn't do the hour this year. I got to 30 minutes and my back was hurting. So I got in 30 minutes. Let's see. And then when we checked out, they charged people more than what they were told. People were not happy. And they charged us all a 22% gratuity charge, which Amy, Ray, Shar, and them fought because they never had room service. So they said they would take one day off of the bill, and they're like, no. They tried pulling a few other things on Amy and Ray also. But she did announce Saturday night that there is no plans for a retreat next year, and we will not be back at that resort. There was not many dry eyes in the place because it was our 20th year. I have gone to 15 of those 20 years. I didn't go the first year. I didn't go the year Justin got braces. I didn't go the year Justin graduated or Dylan graduated, and I didn't get to go last year. But Amy said that the prices that the Hilton was going to be charging next year was double, and none of us can afford it. And she can't afford what they're going to be charging her. Which is too bad. So, yeah. She said that she's been looking at a place in Florence, South Carolina. It might only be for like 30 or 40 people. So it would be invite only. She was crying really hard when she was telling us. It's sad. It's, it was a part of us. So, we won't see some of them again. Whoops, I made a mistake right there. Yeah, Myrtle Beach has gotten to be very expensive to do things like that. And she had it out with the people at the Hilton. See, it's when they bought it, they even got rid of the employees that worked there and replaced them all. It just was not the same place. So Amy said to the manager there that it sounded like they were just trying to force us out of there. And he said yes, they want upper class people in there. They want it to be a classy resort. Now, there used to be an artist group that has been going to there and has been using that conference center for 30 years. They've also been forced out. They will not be back. They are not wanted. Nice way to treat customers. 52 minutes. Oh, let's finish this doll. Oh yeah, and I promised you guys I had some news when I came back, and you were all asking, we want to know what the news is. What's your news? The news is Justin got his apartment, and he will be moving out the week of Halloween, weekend after Halloween. Yep. It'll be weird, but it's good for everybody. He's excited. He needs furniture. So last night I asked him where he was getting furniture. He says, I think you need new furniture. So that he could take mine. Silly boy. Okay, what do you think of the doll? I didn't want him quite so orangey. I wanted a dirty look to it a little bit. And the boys didn't seem to be all over me today like I thought they would be when I went back to babysitting. Because I didn't get home till Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. So I did laundry all day. Where are we at? 54 minutes. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Oh, wait a minute. Let me find the dark green and just do a little bit here. Yep, just a little bit there. Now tomorrow night I will color some more, and I don't know if I will really talk. I might just do some spooky sounds while coloring. So I think I will do that tomorrow night. That's it for today. I might color autumn tonight because I'm not doing that on video. But that's what I have done so far. So stay tuned. I will do another part of this. I'm liking how she's coming out. I'll have to put some white Posca pen in her when I'm done. Just a little bit of white in her eyes. But yep, that's her so far. I have to get some light blue, and I might do this in a dark blue. But I will talk to you all later, and stay tuned for a new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. Bye-bye!